Hi everyone, and welcome back to Queen G's Recipes. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make homemade chocolate pudding. The ingredients you'll be needing here are very few, and the recipe is super easy, and it's just a matter of waiting for the chilling time. Now, the ingredients we'll be needing here are 3 cups of milk. You're also going to need 2 whole eggs. Here we have 3/4 cups of granulated sugar, just regular white sugar. Here we have 1/2 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Here we have 3 tablespoons of cocoa, unsweetened cocoa powder, and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Here I have 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and we're also going to be needing 1.5 tablespoons of butter. Now, because I am using salted butter, I have not added any butter to this recipe, any salt to this recipe, but if you are using unsalted butter, I do suggest you add a pinch of salt, maybe about 1/8 teaspoon into your recipe, because it definitely makes a difference. So you're also going to be needing a saucepan and some ramekins, or maybe some pudding glasses, whatever you have on hand. And now let's move over to the stove. Okay, so before moving on to our stovetop, we are going to add in our sugar in a separate bowl, our cornstarch and cocoa powder. All right, and we're going to give this a mix, just to kind of break down any larger pieces of cocoa or any little chunks of flour, just to kind of give it a heads up. Okay, now that that's done, we are going to add in 1/2 of our milk, which is going to be 1.5 cups of milk. All right, and we're going to mix. Okay, now we'll add in our eggs. And mix again. Now that we have a nice smooth mixture, we're going to set this aside, and now we'll move on to warming our remaining 1.5 cups of milk on our stovetop. Okay, so my stove is on medium low, and now we'll add in our remaining milk, 1.5 cups, and we're going to stir every 30 seconds or so. You don't want your milk to start to stick to the bottom of your saucepan and scorch, so you need to keep an eye on it until it comes up to a gentle bubble. Alright, so our milk has come to a nice gentle boil, and now we are going to add in our chocolate mixture, which we previously mixed, and we'll also add in our semi-sweet chocolate chip. Okay, so first we'll add in our chocolate mixture into our hot mixture. Don't turn off your stove, leave it just as it is, but you're gonna have to start stirring continuously so nothing scorches. Now I'm going to be switching to a wooden spoon very soon. Now our semi-sweet chocolate chips. And we're going to allow this to come up to a gentle simmer again. And then we are going to continuously stir once that happens. And make sure that you let it sit for about 5 to 7 minutes until your pudding is nice and creamy and nice and thick. So make sure you keep an eye on it, don't get distracted, and stir continuously. Okay, so my mixture took about 8 minutes to become nice, thick, and creamy, as you can see. I'm going to continuously stir for another minute, and then we're going to remove it from our stovetop, and we're going to add in our butter and our vanilla extract. Okay, so just a few things before adding in the chocolate mixture into your boiled milk. You want to make sure that the chocolate mixture is well mixed before you add it into the milk. So give it a nice whisk for about 30 seconds or so before adding it into the warm milk. Second thing, I switched to a whisk halfway through because I find it easier to mix. And third thing, I never changed the temperature. The temperature was always on medium-low throughout the whole process of making the pudding. So now that I have removed it from my stovetop, I'm going to add in my vanilla, my butter, okay, and we're going to give this a nice mix. Okay, so now that we have our butter and vanilla incorporated into our pudding, we are ready to assemble our cups and refrigerate our pudding. Okay, so I have my pudding glasses here ready to assemble. Now most definitely you can place these in, as I said, ramekins or even some nice glass cups, wherever you like. This is how I'm going to be preparing them. So what I like to do is I just use my ice cream scoop and just gently pour it in, just, you know, to prevent any spilling or making a mess. I can't even tell you guys how good this smells. Oh goodness. Now this recipe will most definitely give you 4 generous portions. So mine are ready and prepared. I have even them all out. And we're going to place this in our fridge for a minimum of 2 hours. So 2 hours is enough. But if you leave it in for 4 to 6 hours, it'll be just as great, if not better. So let's refrigerate our pudding and I'll let you know what it looks like and how it tastes as soon as it's ready to be eaten. Alright, so my pudding cups were in the fridge for 2 hours and now we are ready to try them. Now you can most definitely decorate them with some freshly whipped cream, or you can even just decorate them with some fresh fruit like this. Like that. I mean, you can just have them just as they are and they will be perfection, I guarantee you. Okay, so now we're ready to try our chocolate pudding. Wow, I'm speechless. This is amazing. The best chocolate pudding you will ever have. It doesn't compare at all to the store-bought instant boxed puddings that you purchase. It is so good. You have to try it yourself. So don't forget to give this video a nice big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will be notified every time I upload a new and delicious recipe. And share the recipe with your friends and family. Enjoy it, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye, everyone.